If you ever had depression, you know what a terrible mental condition it can be. Regular routine jobs that you'd typically do without believing only look unnecessary. Actually, life can appear pointless. Hi. It's Amy here again. I am back to review the popular product called Destroy Depression System. You'll find all my thoughts outlined in the video. In this video you're going to find a little bit of information about what you can expect from the product, some of the pros and cons, as well as my overall thoughts on it. Here's our test. Enjoy. The choices available for a depressed man now for a remedy to the sickness are extremely limited. Only some of the depressed population ends up seeing a medical practitioner. You get a bunch of antidepressants which have tons of side effects. Subsequently, typically, you get given a lot of other pills to fight the side effects, including increased suicidal ideas, that range from sleeping pills to vitamin nutritional supplements. After you have received all these antidepressants, and only if you are very lucky, you then get in the long waiting queue for a counselor who you can talk to about your issues. They charge you by the hour for about $200, $300 at least. The better counselors may charge up to $800 an hour, and you usually have to go back every week. These consultations are very ineffective and expensive. I was on antidepressants for more than a year with no change. Actually, matters were getting worse. I heard of a person called James Gordon who created the Destroy Depression System one day, while I was questing for solutions for my case, and purchased it for $37 and downloaded it to my computer. I followed it for the past 7 months. The system is not the fact that bad. I set up this website to talk about my experience with depression. I have been in depression in my entire teenagehood and young adulthood. James Gordon is the author of the Destroy Depression series, a former sufferer of depression from the United Kingdom who was not happy with the treatment medical personnel were giving him to fight with his sickness. Seemingly, James quit his medication all one day and started to hunt for solutions on the best way to heal himself of depression in a 100% natural manner. James spent every waking hour making notes, studying all he could on the topic until he'd completely healed his depression, and changing and testing things along the way. After 3 years of research, he put all his results and findings into 4 ebooks that he regularly extends and updates, called the Destroy Depression System. Even since buying his system, he has always sent me the updates and new information promptly. He's not going to push any spam or unsolicited offers on you, just helpful information as part of the lifetime updates. Upon purchase through the payment system that is 100% secure, you immediately get the Destroy Depression System downloaded to your computer or mobile device, so there's no 28-day waiting period in order for it. The series consists of 4 ebooks: Destroy Depression Ebook, the main book, the Depression-Free Mediterranean Diet Book, essentially a diet strategy, CBT Workbook and Tools. This is a book where you get introduced to cognitive behavioral therapy, goal-setting workshop, free life upgrades. The main e-book has a well-laid-out structure and the topics get to the point in a very concise way. James does not expand on unimportant details. You will note thousands of success stories in the book. This trend can be seen in other kinds of books, which just wants you to get excited without giving you results. While other goods available on the marketplace for depression focus on motivation as well as a more technical strategy, the Destroy Depression System is more scientific, describing just why you feel depressed, why melancholy is turning into a huge issue when 30 years past it barely existed at all, what you are able to do about it, and a lot of fascinating facts and figures along the way. James also discusses, in great details, how the brain processes exactly work, how it separates information based on its importance, what fuels those thoughts, how you can break the depression cycle in a brilliantly insightful first step on CBT, and the use of your diet. Further explained are how sunlight, regular exercise and a couple of the things can get hold of your thoughts, emotions and feeling which fuel your actions. Nevertheless, an AZ guide has not been just composed by James here. Himself actively supports you tweak and to form the system to attain the targets you would like to achieve. It instructs you to take control over your body and mindset and to be your personal life coach. The plan is quite straightforward and could be done by anyone. There are not any hidden fees and it's 100% safe as it's being sold through PayPal. James provides a no-quibble 60-day money-back guarantee, so it's 100% risk-free. Tools and the CBT workbook is a class made to get you actually contemplating what you are able to do to challenge any negative beliefs you've got and how your brain is interpreting occasions. It is a truly significant measure. The change in my entire life since I began using this process are astounding. This second ebook was key for me to overcome depression, and I am 110% sure it will help thousands of others who suffer from depression as well. There's likewise an added ebook in your diet plan and the way that it influences your disposition that's really an eye-opener for me. After thinking about my diet and reading it, I realized I was treating my body and the way to rectify it. I used to eat and buy a lot of takeaways and ready-made food, but since shifting to a Mediterranean diet I've also saved myself lots of cash, and I don't buy takeaways anymore. The target setting workshop afterward actually takes the class to an entirely new degree. In the midst of my melancholy, I could just see a black future and did not even want to get out of bed. The target setting workshop actually helps to identify precisely what you would like out of life and the best way to construct a strategy to get you there. The printable graphs in the CBT ebook are a useful add-on. They let you plan, track your progress and to alter and change the course depending on how you think, depending on your accomplishments and results. This together with free upgrades to the system's life are a welcome sight, when any improvements or changes are made and you'll consistently possess the most recent model of the item. There aren't any specialized characteristics of the class that can confound even a beginner to mental health. The scientific strategy is nicely described and you'll feel the effects in your body and head of beginning the class, within just a couple of brief days. It's quite easy to follow along and nicely laid out. The extra bonuses such as the lifetime of updates, the CBT workbook and tools manual and the diet book especially add great value to the product as a whole. The series teach you to be your own life coach. This isn't an easy ABC class. It's going to instruct you to be aware of your ideas and to be your own manager and identify other regions of your life you're not happy with, whilst also providing you the strength required to alter them. The ruin depression process is much less in relation to the price of an hour with a private therapist. It is excellent merchandise for men and girls likewise, and there is a 60-day money-back guarantee, and James will refund your money if for some reason you are not satisfied with the ebooks. Fantastic and educational books for both men and women. No matter your sex, heritage or race this publication will undoubtedly be valuable to you personally in your recovery from depression. You are going to need to follow along with the program and consider putting in an enormous amount of work, particularly to be able to change idea patterns, to find the effects the system can deliver for you. If you are dedicated and hardworking, then the system can work for you. The outcomes are amazing though should you complete the class. It was created to get you in tip-top body and mental condition and banish negativity in your own life that's fueling your depression. It's quite rough and you will have to be challenging many aspects of your own life you will not find comfortable to receive the best out of it. The guide describe what types of foods you need to eat and avoid. I feel that James could have put more information into the book. He should have come up with at least a few recipes or a set weekly meal plan that could have been useful. I had to go back to my mother's recipe books. James' conclusion and general ideas on the Destroy Depression strategy and system. There's plenty of hoopla surrounding Destroy Depression right now. Does it live up to the hype? If you follow the path, like myself, you'll find astonishing results and be on the path to well-being and achievement. Nevertheless, you're going to need to put serious attempt in to see those effects. The whole basis of the books and the course are to challenge the negative belief that you may have had for years or even decades. You will have to work hard and smart and be 100% honest with yourself, which might prove difficult for certain folks. My honest opinion is that James has put together a working series of ebooks, full of valuable information for those of who suffer from depression. I took the effort needed to come out depression and it worked for me. Whether it will work for you solely depends on your abilities and determination. I love my life now and James' methods changed the way I look at myself and others. I can only recommend the books to the sufferers of depression. You have nothing to lose to try. I suggest you take action now as your depression is only going to get worse if you don't do anything about. Well, only you can make it happen. If you're ready to try the program, you can get started by simply clicking on the link in the description below, articletrafficlink.com/destroydepression, to learn all of the details about the program. Well, that's all for now. Thanks for checking out my review. Wishing you the best. See you next time.